To the J&J Express Sports Beats with our NFL picks for Week 17. I'm your host, Jeffrey Scher.
I'm Johnny Hayes.
And this week we're going to look at last week's picks of the NFL, and we're going to look at Week 17's NFL picks and let you know which way to go. Tell you, so we'll get started right off with last week's picks. I can tell you right now we both did horribly because, let me tell you something, some of these teams that should have won, they lost, and a lot of teams that lost should have won. And what happens is you can't predict turnovers in these games. And just to go over it from last week real quickly, you had Cincinnati and Cleveland. Cleveland, 4 turnovers. I mean, you can't win a game, 4 turnovers. They lost 14-0. San Francisco, another 4 turnovers with 3 interceptions. San Francisco couldn't cover that game. You got Pittsburgh, 4 turnovers. Big Ben, it was 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions. I mean, he created 4 turnovers himself.
Tough schedule for Pittsburgh.
Kansas City, 4 turnovers, including 3 interceptions. Tampa Bay needed the game at home. 3 turnovers. I mean, come on, sloppy games all over the place.
Any given day, a team could win.
Any given day.
That's what happens.
Let me tell you something. You can predict the weather. You can't predict turnovers. Right. That's the problem with the NFL and football. The turnovers. I mean, we had the right games at the right time, but unfortunately, the turnovers is what's going to kill you. My record last week, horrible, but I had the games that should have won. I went 2-14. John went 5-11.
Better again as usual.
Unbelievable, though. I mean, the turnovers is what killed everybody. We started out great with Indy going 1-0, but what can you do? I mean, you know,
all the dogs too with the 4 o'clock.
Yeah, Seattle, Eric Mangenius over there making bad moves for down 10-3. Favre's looking terrible. You got the big game this week. Miami,
teams.
Unbelievable. You got Minnesota at home needed the game. 4 fumbles. They lost 4 fumbles at home. Yeah. Who's thinking that Minnesota's going to lose 4 fumbles at home? Come on, you know. Philly, they couldn't get anything going. They lose 10-3 at home versus Washington. I mean, oh my God. Come on, folks, let's go. I mean, you know,
even
on
the
a
Giants,
good day.
Carolina looked great 3 quarters. They got lucky to win that game.
Yeah, but the Giants covered, though. Giants covered. Got to admit.
No, they didn't cover. They won the game.
Yeah, but they covered also. Right, but they won by 6.
Oh, right, that lucky touchdown, that breakaway.
Yeah, the touchdown. Brandon Jacobs in overtime.
Carolina was the right side, but they...
Not really. I still like the Giants. I still like the Giants in the game. We both like the Giants.
Right.
Like I said, anyway, moving ahead, we're going to move right ahead to Week 17 of the NFL. You got St. Louis at Atlanta. Rams are getting +14. I mean, come on, but I still like Atlanta at home.
Yeah, Atlanta's a great story, losing their star quarterback.
They got Matt Ryan.
But I'm saying with Michael Vick.
Michael Vick, yes, but you know what? They got Matt Ryan. He's looking at Rookie of the Year. Yeah. No letdown for this team here. They're going into the playoffs. Atlanta's going to kick big butt this weekend. You got New England at Buffalo. Buffalo's getting 6. I like the Patriots in this game. They need the game.
Yeah, they need it.
The Bills are going nowhere after a 5-1 start. You agree with that, Pats?
Yeah, New England needs this game big time.
Kansas City, 2-13 at Cincinnati, 3-11-1. Kansas City's getting +3. Nobody cares. I like Kansas City because they're better against the spread, and it could be the last game for Herm Edwards.
They looked terrible against Miami. Let Miami come right back.
That's right. Then they lost that game 38-31 over 4 turnovers themselves.
They were up pretty good in that game.
Detroit 0-15 at Green Bay, 5-10. Detroit's getting 9.5. Green Bay, they're not looking to lose to an 0-15 team.
But you got to figure the probability they got to win 1 game. Just like New England last year was perfect. They lost 1 game.
I like Green Bay.
Green Bay's got to win 1 game.
Yeah, I like Green Bay. You like Detroit?
To the Super Bowl.
To say it.
Yeah, no, I like Detroit.
All right, he likes Detroit. I like Green Bay. They don't have to
win if they cover with the points.
Well, I like Detroit. I like Green Bay to cover in this game. Tennessee 13-2 at Indianapolis 11-4. They're both fighting. Indianapolis is getting +3. Tennessee has the #1 seed, not looking to risk any injuries, but I like Indianapolis in this game. Getting +3 at home.
Yeah, and road to the Super Bowl goes through Nashville, you know that.
That's right, it does, but you know what, in this game I like Indianapolis.
Yeah,
the Giants,
Indy's playing hot. They won the last 8. So, yeah, I'll take Indy in that one too.
The Giants 12-3 at Minnesota 9-6. Giants are getting +7, but Minnesota needs this game.
Rest.
And yeah, look for the Giants to rest their starters.
Giants will lay down.
I think Minnesota will win by 2 touchdowns in this game in the Dome. They need this game big. They can't 4 turnovers last week. 4 fumbles. Come on, they lost 4 fumbles. You can't do that if you want to make it in the playoffs. Next week, Carolina 11-4 at New Orleans, 8-7. New Orleans is getting +3. New Orleans needs this game.
Yeah,
they need this game. I like New Orleans getting 3.
Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina knows they're the #2 seed. They move on.
Played for Monday night.
Then you got Giants. Miami and the Jets.
Ooh.
This is going to be a dogfight. Miami's getting +3. Jets are in total collapse.
Yeah, I know you like Miami. I went against the Jets twice in a row. Lost with them last week, but I gotta stay with the Jets.
The Jets are horrible. I'm telling you, I see them to lose this game.
But they need
Dolphins
to happen.
going into the playoffs.
They need to win.
Dolphins are going to win this game. Chad Pennington versus Brett Favre. Chad Pennington right now has better stats than Brett Favre. Believe it or not, you can look it up. Dallas 9-6 at Philadelphia 8-6-1. Dallas is getting +2. Dallas needs this game more than anything. I like Dallas to win this game.
Me too. I like Dallas.
Philly against the Skins. They looked horrible. Philly's done. Dallas, they could be dangerous in the playoffs.
They'll be in the playoffs if they beat Philly.
That's right. So, and they're going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
They're going to be
and
dangerous.
They're getting 2 points.
Right. And
but
I
Philly
like
to play, spoiler. But.
Cleveland 4-11 and Pittsburgh 11-4. Cleveland's getting 10.5. I like Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh to bounce back.
Pittsburgh's not going to let down. They're not at home against Cleveland.
And that was due.
No turnovers for Pittsburgh this week. They have to beat Cleveland. They have to beat Cleveland.
Pittsburgh wins big in this game.
Oakland 4-11 and at Tampa Bay 9-6. Oakland's getting 12.5. I'll tell you something. I like Oakland. They're 4-3 on the road against the spread. Tampa Bay to win barely. They didn't prove anything last week against San Diego. But Tampa Bay has to win this game to get into the playoffs. But they will not cover the spread. I like 12.5 for Oakland. Come on. You know?
They don't even score that many.
That's right. Jacksonville 5-10 at Baltimore 10-5. Jacksonville's getting 12.5. I like Baltimore because I like, Jacksonville is in the way of the playoffs for the Ravens.
Tough defense.
Baltimore is going to steamroll them. They should be steamrolling them at home. They should win by 14 points minimum.
Especially if it's...
After that big win against Dallas on the road. Come on, at home against Jacksonville. Let's go. Chicago 9-6 at Houston 7-8. Bears are getting +3. Houston's good at home, but the Bears barely won against Green Bay at home on Monday night. I got to take Houston in this game.
I like Bears with the momentum from that Monday night game. I know it's a short week, but I like Bears. That was a big win for them.
It was a big win, but they had to take overtime to beat Green Bay.
Block that field goal.
At the end, in regulation.
The momentum carry right into this game. Houston after beating the Titans, that'll be a little letdown. Bears.
Okay.
Bears.
I like Houston. Denver 8-7 at San Diego 7-8. That's the Sunday night game. Denver's getting 8.5. Very tough game. They both need this game to get into the playoffs. But I like San Diego to come out strong. You like Denver?
Yeah, I like Denver.
Because you like the points.
Yeah.
You like the 8.5 points. I know that. You like the 8.5 points. I like San Diego to kick Denver's butt.
Sunday, every dog on
the first game of the season, Denver barely beat San Diego at home 39-38 on a bad call.
It's a different time.
I know, but I like San Diego to come out strong in this game. I think Phillip Rivers is going to light it up. Washington 8-7 at San Francisco 6-9. You got Washington +3. Washington will look to build on this.
Yeah.
San Francisco's Frank Gore is a maybe, so I like Washington in this game.
I take Washington +3. I feel gold.
Okay, and then you got the last game, Seattle 4-11 and Arizona 8-7. Seattle's getting 6.5. I look for Arizona to bounce back. They've been looking bad as of
they're going to
limp into the playoffs.
Yeah, but they're in it. They might just rest because this game doesn't mean anything.
They need it as a. I think they need it to boost their.
They're going to get in at 500 team.
I think they need it. I think they got to come out strong. They got to show everybody that they're just going to not be one and done in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, Seattle.
So you like Seattle?
Yeah,
Seattle
6.
6+1.5.
Yeah,
6.5.
Take Seattle on that.
Seattle. I like Arizona. Well, those are the picks for Week 17 here in the NFL. We hope you enjoyed our show.
Yep.
We'll be back next week to talk about the playoffs. Remember, Happy holidays. Don't bet over your head. My name is Jeffrey Scher, and this is
Johnny Hayes.
And we're signing off, and we'll see you next week. Good luck in the playoffs. We'll see you next week.